For those who know me, you know that I am not a makeup person. But this edition, look at me. Yay. All glammed up. But guess what? I was told this is no glam. In fact, in the order of hierarchy, this is nowhere. Because my guest says that she's gotten the Guinness Book of World Record, whatever that thing is called, because she has done my makeup in the shortest time possible. We had very limited time. Hello and welcome to The Real Talk. This one I am excited about because it has even affected my facial appearance. My name is Jackie Lumbasi. We are live on RTV and live on RTV YouTube channel, coming to you from Mythos Boutique Hotel. When you visit them, visit their restaurant as well. It's upstairs, Atmosphere _KGL. That's their Twitter handle. Today we're going to talk about makeup artistry. My guest is a makeup professional, hence this look. We will be finding out what it takes for one to become a makeup professional, what were her ambitions and childhood desires. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to find out who the guest is. Welcome to The Real Talk. Use that hashtag. If you have any question or comment, please send it through. Both Marie and I will respond to it. Our guest is Umwari Marie Aime. Let's call her Bijoux because that is her AKA. Bijoux, it is such a pleasure to see you.
A pleasure to see you too. Thank you
You
for
look
having me.
fabulous.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bijoux, the makeup artist. You know, I looked around, talked to a few people in Kigali, and almost everyone knows you. You're a big shot. You're a celebrity in the makeup space.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job. Let's go back to where it all started. Share with us a little bit about your childhood, because your childhood will give us an idea of where you've come from and how you're here today.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having me here again. And my childhood, I was born in 1996. Born and raised in Rwanda, in the western province, district called Rubavu. So I grew up with my grandma, and I thought my grandma was my mom. Until I get older, then my grandma just had to sit down and explain everything for me, that you've lost your dad when your mom was pregnant for you, and then your mom died when you was 2. So I haven't just, I don't have any siblings from my mom, and also
from your
father.
dad.
Yeah. So I grew up with grandma, and she raised me well, and she taught me how to look everything that I want in life, to put so much energy in it. So yeah, that's.
So tell me, when grandma told you about your mom, and the fact that your mom had passed, how did that change you? Because up until that time, you knew her as your mother.
Yes.
And then one day she sits you down and says, you've got no biological father, no mom, because they both passed away. How did that change you?
I think it doesn't change me a lot, because grandma was like a mother to me, because she was, even now I call her mom. I don't know how to call her grandma, because she's always like my mom, and she'll be fill the voids of my mom. That's why I didn't feel any just difference until I get older. When I think about it, I will be like, oh, I don't have parents, but at least I grew up with grandma. There's other children who grew up on the streets when they don't have their parents. So I thank God that I just grew up with grandma, and she did all she has to do, that I will be feeling good as a child.
Were there any other children in the compound that grandma was looking after?
Yeah, grandma was having other children, especially my auntie was still young, and I thought she was my grandsister.
She was your sister.
I thought she was my grandsister until I figured out that she was the last born from my grandma.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So besides your auntie, there were cousins? Did you have any cousins in the compound?
No, not really. When I was still young, I was the only child at home until I get at 12 years old. So that's where we live in the same building with my cousins, my brother from my aunties, yeah.
Okay. Then how was it going to school, you know? How were you as a school child? Were you the cheeky type? Or were you quiet, disciplined, and a bookworm?
Actually, I grew up as an intelligent girl because I remember when I was in my primary, I always have the first grade. I was excellent, and even in secondary, I did good. Yeah, I was clever, and I was stubborn by the same time, but my stubbornness doesn't just affect me because the teacher
Just a
will be
good
saying,
kind.
After the stubbornness, you will be the first one in this class, so there's no way. Maybe your stubbornness helps you to be the first one in the class.
That's
Yeah.
true. Do you have any memory? It's something that stands out from your childhood, whether it was at home or it involved school, something that you look back at and it brings a smile, or you just beat yourself or something like that. Share a childhood memory.
Okay, I remember when I was in primary. There's a guy who just wrote me a paper, a loving paper, and that man just gave it to me, and I immediately ran to the teacher, and I was like, "This man is sending me this
A love
papers,
note.
a love note."
What was written in the letter?
There's this song
you
of
remember.
Kidumu song, telling me how he loves me, how he adores me, and I was like, no, I can't take this because I'm not this kind of person. So the teacher beat him to death, and from
Poor
that moment,
thing.
from that moment, I was being beaten every day because
By
I
who?
reported him.
Oh, by the guy or by
yeah,
other?
because I reported him to the
To the
teacher,
teacher,
and then the
yeah.
teacher beat him.
Uh-huh.
Then now I had to pay for what I did. So I
So
was
who was
like,
beating you?
the guy was sending people to beat me,
Oh
but
my
I
goodness.
usually run out from class, run like I would run like there's something behind me, you know. Yeah, that's
Because
what
if they've caught you, they would beat you. So if you reacted like that, that was in primary, yeah?
Yeah.
When did you get your first boyfriend then? And was a letter involved, or they came and faced you?
No, I got my first boyfriend when I was, I think, in A level. Yeah.
Did they write you a letter, or they walked to you?
No, they walked to me, of course,
And
but
this time you did not report them.
no, I don't. I couldn't report them because maybe I was grown up and
You are
I know.
mature then.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So where did you go for O level, A level?
O level, I went to Saint Bernadette. It's a school from the southern province, Save. And then at A level, I go in the SC Nyamirambo, where I met my friend, your friend.
Oh, yes, my friend Nada.
Yeah, yeah. So I did physics, mathematics, and geography in A level. Yeah.
Then what course did you pursue after that? Did you immediately go to university or college? What was the next step?
After high school, I went to work in a hotel. There's 1 year that you have to sit at home and
The
wait
gap
for,
year.
Yeah, the gap year. So after the gap year, I just went to study the civil engineering. It's very like, I can't say like my career and what I have studied is very totally different.
Two different worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did my civil engineering in
That
St.
was
Joseph
A-level.
Integrated Technical College. So that's where I got my A Advanced Technical College. Yeah.
Okay, certificate.
Yeah.
That is a certificate. And how long does it take? Does the program take?
3 years.
Did you practice it? After you did your civil engineering course, did you practice it?
No, because
Okay.
I finished in a bad time. I can say bad times. I finished in COVID. So everyone was at home. Everyone was not having any hope of going to work or continuing what they'll be doing. So I will be like, okay, so I need to focus and see what I can do for myself, because this is the hardest time to everybody. So I can't say that I will be, when COVID finished, I will go to look for a job, because everywhere was very
Businesses
hard.
were
Yeah.
affected.
Yeah.
So let's talk about makeup. So makeup artistry, is it during that time that you started thinking about it? Let's talk about that journey. Where does it start? When do you fall in love with makeup, and how do you study it, and how do you decide that this is the career path you're taking?
Yeah, actually, back in days, when I was still a child, I used to dance in church, Catholic church. You see those kids where they dance while choir singing. So I grew up as a dancer, traditionally dancer. And then after church, I went to join a troupe. And then that's when my career started.
You joined a dance troupe?
Yeah.
For traditional dance?
Yeah. I dance in the troupe called Inhayo Nakacha Dance Troupe. That's where I just learned to be a professional dancer. And then from there, it was, you have to, when you're going to perform, you have to wear makeup on yourself. That's when I started my career. So I remember one day, one lady just did my eyebrows, and she was like, next time, tomorrow, just come by knowing how to do your eyebrows. And I will be like,
and this was the first time your eyebrows were being done?
Yeah, it was my first time. And she was like, for the second time, you have to do it for yourself. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, I will do it.
If I were in your shoes, I would get scared. How do I start? But you did not shake.
I did not shake.
Yeah, you're like, I'll do it.
The next day, I was like, okay, let me look how you are doing it, and then I will try my best. The next day, I came doing it well. And everybody will be like, who did your eyebrows? And I'll be like, no, it's me. And everybody will start coming, okay, do mine. So that's how...
The fellow dancers now started coming to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like at every gig, they will be coming, a line, that, do my eyebrows. And I will be like, okay, wow, now I think I can start practicing. At the first, I started as enjoying, everybody was appreciating how I do it. And I would be like, okay, let me help them. Because even me, for the first time, they helped me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me help them. So by doing the practice, that's when I come up with the idea of being a makeup artist. Everybody will be like, you know how to do the eyebrows so well.
Wow.
So many people like eyebrows.
Yeah.
They like the perfect eyebrows.
Yes, nicely done, outlined.
Yeah, and they'll be like, yeah, you know how to draw them well, so why can't you just even buy some other materials and start doing this business? I was like, oh my God. I didn't even grow up thinking that I would be a makeup artist. But if you said so, I think I can try that.
And so by the time you're having this conversation with the person, you've known beyond the eyebrows. You now know about foundation, powder, and all the other things that are used in makeup.
In the lipstick only.
Okay.
But I didn't know about the eyes, eyeshadows, But
and the eye blush, what do they call this? Yes, the blush. I am not a makeup person, I'm telling you. Okay. I see it on other people and love it so much.
Yeah, that's how it started.
So you decided, what made you buy the kit? It was just from that conversation, people encouraging you?
Yeah, people were encouraging me that you can do it. You can do it. Everybody doesn't go to school to study
this.
Everything. So you can do it if you are good in shaping the eyebrows like this. I think you can do it. And I started thinking, that time I was in the university. I was hoping when I finished class I would be an engineer, I would build so many houses. And people were telling me,
Madam Civil Engineer.
Oh my God. And people were telling me, oh, you can do this career.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I remember one day I was at school, and this girl who just gave my number to the bride and say, this is the person who always drew my eyebrows. That girl, we were dancing, we were the dance mates. So she was like, she can do it for you. I think she can do it because she do for everybody in the troupe, so she can do it for you. And that person contacted me, and she said, I want you to do my makeup. I'm having a wedding. And I was like, okay, so when? So she came to see me. I was even at school. She went to see me at school and was like, you can do my makeup, how much? I don't even know about the money, the price, and anything. I was like, wow, okay. I was like, I can do it. So that's the first person I did the makeup to, and everybody in the family was like, wow, you did this really great. Makeup.
So this was the first time?
Yeah.
It was even the first time that you're being paid?
Yes.
Because the first time you're working on a bride.
Yeah.
And people loved it.
People loved it so much, and it would be like everybody in the family, when they get married, you'll be
They
the
were
makeup
looking for you.
Yeah, you'll be the makeup artist for them. And I said to myself, yeah, I think I can do this. But I was still studying the civil engineering. I was like, okay, let me do this. I can do both, maybe, I don't know. So after I finished my school, because I told you that I finished in the hard times, so everybody was thinking about what to do, what can they do in their lives. So that's when I come up with the idea of having my own business. Maybe I was like, okay, I know to get a job in civil engineering is going to take me long. And I think even this career of makeup is getting, like, everyone is telling me that you're an amazing makeup artist. So I think I can just
It's
try
something I can
this.
try
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So when it was in August, when the COVID finishes, and then 2020, that's when I went and just have a place as to do it like professionally as a makeup artist. Yeah.
Which year was that?
2020.
20 or 2020 or 2020? Like when it was completely done. When
Yeah, I did the first bride in 2019, when I was still
okay.
at school, and then I finished it in 2020. So that's when I started my business in 2020.
And that, and we were still in COVID times at that time.
Yeah, I started in August.
Okay. So let me ask, if somebody asked you, how did you teach yourself? Or where did you study to do makeup? What would be your response? Because if you're teaching yourself, are you observing someone? Are you finding videos on YouTube? What are you doing? If it's study, I want to know that exact, the steps that you took to perfect the skill.
The first step I took is practicing from my dance mates. And the second part is that I was like, I don't know any materials. I don't know much materials that I can use. So I think I need some knowledge. So that's where I started going to the YouTube channel. There's this girl from Kenya called Rosina Sharon. I started watching her YouTube channel and practicing everything. I look from other channels. Then that's when I learned materials, brushes. You know, brushes has names.
Yes,
These
they're different.
fluffy brushes.
I see they're different sizes.
Yeah. So that's where I learned everything. I learned everything from YouTube and from my practicals. Yeah.
Okay. What was your initial investment? You know, the first time you said, I am getting a place and I am getting the material. How much money did you put into it?
I remember that time I was having not a lot of money, but I started with 500 Rwandan francs. That's when I bought a makeup vanity with the lights on, and then the chair, and then I bought some makeup stuffs, and then because I was having some other makeup stuffs at home, so I added on them, and then it took like 500 Rwandan francs. Yeah.
That's a beautiful start. I asked that question because there are several people that could be seated there with that idea, and maybe they're scared, thinking it's very expensive. But you invested 500 because that is what you had. I believe that someone else who has 300 can start with that 300.
Yeah, they can even start with 100.
Even with 100.
You can go in a salon.
Yes.
Because me, I started as, it was not in the salon, in a hair salon. I started in the shop, so where I had to bring everything, like the makeup vanity. But you can even start with in the salon. Their salon.
A salon that is already existing.
Yes.
They just need an extra person for makeup.
They just need the materials.
Okay. And you rent the space?
Yeah, I rent the space. Yeah.
Then you share the money with the person renting. How does money play?
I pay the owner of the place.
Okay.
For the 1 meter space. Then that's when I put my makeup vanity. Then I started doing my makeup from there.
Okay.
But for someone who just wants to start this business, even though she can't even have her own space, she can even go in a salon and ask them to give her a space. Then they can start. Yeah.
Beautiful. We're talking to Bijoux. She's a makeup professional When we come back, let's get the full picture of how this journey has been. If there are any obstacles you've met, if there are any challenges that you've had to overcome. This is the Real Talk. I am loving the conversation, getting to learn about makeup artistry. And you know, this is because the reason I invited Bijou is because we hear of makeup artists. We have our relatives reaching out, do you know a makeup artist? And I thought, let us talk about this as a profession, a respected profession. And that's the reason we have someone that has been practicing for a while. We get to learn from her. Share with us a comment or a thought. We will be online. We will respond to it. And even if it's on the YouTube channel, we will comment on that. And maybe at this juncture, I just want to appreciate you who sends messages. Thank you so much. I received the WhatsApp messages. I received the messages on YouTube. Thank you for appreciating the program. Thank you for appreciating the guests that we bring and for finding inspiration in their stories. When we started the Real Talk, that was our intention, that we will bring different people, have them sit here and share with us their life's journey, and that the rest of us will get to learn. So every time I meet someone, I met Joseph the other day, I met a lady who stopped me on the lift and said, thank you. I met a few other people at Rika, and they're all appreciative of the show. It means that by God's grace, we are achieving what was our intended purpose. So thank you very much, and continue to watch. Also continue to share about the programs that we have our people that have not yet been inducted get on board. We will be back. Welcome back to the Real Talk. We are at Mythos Boutique Hotel in Kiyovu. Check them out. Lovely accommodation. They have a poolside if you want to come and take photos. For makeup artists, if you have a client and you want a venue, they will welcome you. They've got a small fee. They will talk to you about that. Let's make use of Mythos Boutique Hotel, and we're thankful to them for giving us a home. Bijou, when we took a break, I was asked, is it $500? Is it 500 francs or 500,000 francs?
500,000 Rwandan francs.
Oh, that's what you started with. 500,000 Rwandan francs. Okay, thank you. So that has been clarified. Not 500 francs. Oh, have you seen that suitcase? Imagine, it's that and more. Bijou, how has been the journey? You know, you've shared with us the beginning. That was good. And we know about your first client, the bride. Is she still your client?
Yes.
Until today?
Yeah.
So talk to us about the process of building this as a career, building yourself as a brand, if there are any challenges that you have faced, but also if you can share with us what you do to attract more customers.
Okay. So thank you so much also. And I can say that my journey has been long because I went to work in town without knowing anybody, you know, in the hardest time for everyone. So there was no money, the economy was so low, and you know.
We were not putting money in makeup, no way. We had other priorities.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So it just requires me to be patient and to be working hard. So what I can say that boosts me is just the characters. The characters also counts. When you have a bad character, like when you don't know how to talk to people, when you don't know how to put a conversation with people so that they can be interested in you, so you can't just grow anywhere. Like your career will just finish. So that's
you have
the
to
best,
know how to build relationships.
How to build the relationship with the clients, and how to be patient with people, because you meet different people who doesn't like makeup. You see someone saying, no, this is too much, just reduce. You have to know the methods to convince them, and just to talk to them, not harshly, but to tell them how they will be. When you finish their makeup, they'll be looking good. You know, Rwandese people, they are not used into makeup, so convincing them is very hard. It's a very hard part, and you have to be patient and to know some strategies that you can use to catch up to them and to be friendly with them.
How did you learn these things? Did you go to a school to learn them, or did someone teach you about them? Did someone give you a pep talk?
No, I just
Or
think
you
that,
learned on the job?
I learned on the job, and also it's a part of my character. So
Okay.
I would like to, how I am, I love to hear people,
That's good.
to listen to them, and then I can see what I can do for them. But
That's your personality sense.
First of all, to listen to them, yeah.
Are there any challenges that you have met along the way, and how did you overcome them?
So the challenges I've made is just, as I was saying, Rwandese people, they don't like makeup. That's what I can say. They don't like makeup. Mostly other people. So you can go to a bride and then you do the makeup and her mom will be, no, you're looking too much. That's horrible, And you'll be like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? And you will ask yourself, should I quit? Should I do what? But at the end of the day, they are just understanding our job. And also the challenges I made in this is just, this business we are doing is a period. It's just a seasonal job. So there are some season that you don't have customers, and you will be like, oh my God, so what am I going to do? So but what you have to do is just to look for other things that can boost you up. Like the things I learned is just, I started also selling makeup, because I was like, by the time it's not seasonal, like there's no weddings,
no parties.
So at least I will be selling makeup products, so that I will just get money to pay the place, to pay everything that I have in the business.
So you diversified. That is good.
So that's how I became also an entrepreneur. Because yeah, I was like, makeup artistry is not enough for me because it's seasonal. So I had to add on something else so that I can just boost me in the season that is not busy.
And that has worked well, eh?
Yeah.
Story time. I want to hear a story. Have you ever met a difficult client?
Yeah.
How was that? And what is it we are describing as difficult? What did they do? And how did you come out of it?
Yeah, I met one girl. It was an auntie to a bride. A bride just called me, I want you to do my makeup. If you're not going to do my makeup, I think I'm not going anywhere. And I said, okay, thank you so much for appreciating my work. I will come to you. And then when I reached, the auntie to the bride was like, oh, do me first, because I'll be going to solve so many problems, Do me first, and then you will remain with the
bride. And take your time on the bride.
And then that time I did the makeup to her, and she gave me her foundation and said, I use this foundation, please use this on me. I can't just trust your foundations or whatever, just
use mine.
And then she said, use my foundation. I don't want you to apply on your foundation or whatever. So I said, yeah, it's okay. She has her own foundation and she has her own powder.
And that's okay,
So that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. I did the eyebrows, I did everything. After I did her makeup, you know what she said?
No.
She said to me, I'm lighter. And I was like, I use your product.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe if you said I did wrongly the eyebrows.
The eyebrows, because I used my products there.
Or maybe I used I did not do well in your eyeshadows. I can understand, but I have used your foundation and your powder. So how can you say that you're looking lighter? And she was like, no, I can't do like this. I can't go like this. You are a bad makeup artist. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And the bride was like, oh my God. So she was like, my auntie is somehow a very difficult person, so you can take it. And I was like, yeah, I know how to handle people like that.
Yeah, you've
I
met some
just
difficult
keep quiet because I don't have any explanations.
Yeah.
So as long as I know that I did well, so there's no judging. There's no judging me. Judging me then. So that's the hardest time I met because the auntie went to wipe off the makeup.
The makeup. Uh-huh.
And she went to there's a girl who was making the bridesmaids, and
She went to
there.
that one.
Yes.
That made you feel
Guess
bad.
what? Guess what?
Yeah.
She came back and will be like, maybe makeup is not my thing. And I was like, wow.
What the hell? That one could easily be my sister then. She shouldn't have pushed herself
She was
there.
even saying, no, I can't trust you to do my bride's
The
makeup.
bride now,
so
yes.
You can. I think we can pay you and just
And you go
leave."
back.
And the bride was like, no, if it's not you, I'm not going anywhere. The bride said, I'm going to close this door.
Yes.
And nobody is allowed to enter.
You do
so
my
you're
makeup.
going to do my makeup because I trusted you and I know you from the very first time. I
Good.
decided you. I decided to call you because I appreciated your makeup. So I'm not hearing anybody else.
Yeah.
So now the bride closed the door.
And you worked on her?
Yes, and everybody was coming in the room and, wow, she's looking good. And I was like, okay.
What was
Even
what did the auntie say eventually?
Yeah,
She also loved it.
Even the auntie was like, yeah, she's looking good. I wish I could be looking like her. And I was like,
If only you had trusted me. Because I think that was just an issue of trust.
Yeah.
In Bijou, you've worked on your clientele has a lot of influential people. I wonder how it feels for you to be known, appreciated, and trusted by these people. And if you can also tell me how you prepare for such jobs when you know that there's this minister or there's this CEO and you've got to work on them. How do you prepare yourself for that? But what do you also do so that these people don't look for another person? How do you conduct yourself, you know?
Yeah, it's an honor that to be working with those people, big people like that. And what I do is just I don't just sit and say, now I know makeup. I always look for new strategies because makeup is growing faster.
It's like technology.
Yeah, technology.
Yes, there's always something new.
Yeah. So I will say that I will have to understand them and hear what they want from me, and then I can try my best to do better. Yeah, to do better, and even to do some researches before going to meet them and see maybe if it's a minister, what kind of makeup you can do for her. Even it's a man. Maybe I did makeup for interviewers, interviewers, and I will be doing
for TV,
yeah, TV. Yeah, I'll be doing some researches. How do you do their makeup so that they can be looking good in front of the camera? So I do researches so that I will serve them. I will
To
serve
the best
them
of your ability.
Yeah.
Give them the best service.
The best service. Yeah.
Yes. And I also want to imagine that you're probably somebody that keeps secrets because such people could also get to a point where they trust you and will share things with you that are very personal. You also have to build the trait of, keeping things so they can trust you. That happens.
Yeah, I used to say makeup artists, they have to be like a psychiatrist. Because sometimes you get emotional, you go to do the makeup for a person, and immediately she can get emotional, maybe because something is not going well, and she start crying, and you have to handle her, you have to listen to her, you have to tell her, not everything is going well, you have to chill. I know it will come up well, and
that is so true. You can't say, no, you cry. When you're done crying, I'll come finish the makeup.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
so you have to switch gears and become a psychiatrist. Yeah,
that's how you have to be. And I always tell this to makeup artists, don't focus on money. Just focus also on the person you are doing makeup to. is she feeling well? Because even though she's looking like an angel from heaven, while she's troubled, she can't feel like she can't feel that she's looking good because of your makeup. Yeah, because she's troubled inside. So you have to chill and listen to them and counsel them before applying even makeup.
That's good.
Yeah.
So that the makeup can really have meaning at the end of the day.
Exactly, yeah.
So they should not focus on money. Because I was going to ask you, for a young person who is interested in makeup, what would you ask them to focus on? What would be the business advice that you will give them? What opportunities are in this business? You've already talked to us about, you're a makeup professional, but you also sell makeup. What else can someone do in the space of makeup? And if there are any other opportunities?
Okay, so as you was asking me about the young,
young people interested in makeup. What advice would you give them? You've already talked to them about not focusing on money. What else would you say to them?
Yeah, I will say to them that to keep just putting themselves into this, because to keep doing so many researches, because makeup is like technology, as I said. So also to look for other opportunities that they can do for them to boost their makeup, especially for the advertisement, for the promotions, for the having some connection with people. So I would like them to build their career based on the clients, that the relationship to a client will just boost you or will finish you.
That's true.
Yes.
When you do a good job, then they go and talk about
Yeah.
word of mouth. How do you market your services? How do you market your work? You just touched on marketing. So how do you do that?
Actually, I can say that my makeup market themselves, because especially when I do makeup for someone, when someone else sees her, they'll be like, "Who did your makeup? Oh my God." So I had to make sure that everybody who is going to look at you will be asking my number.
Okay.
That's the first thing I do. So I try to do my best to, when I get a client, even though it's a low money or a higher client, I will be saying, I'm going to serve you, so that everybody's seeing you. We'll just ask you the number of the makeup artist who did your makeup. The secondly is, there are some people who just like, models, TV presenters, artists that I do makeup for, then they can advertise for me. And also my friends. Actually, that's how I advertise my makeup. Also on my social medias.
Oh,
So,
your different platforms.
yeah, I have different platforms.
Talk to us about those.
I have Instagram, TikTok, and I do also have a YouTube channel. But the main of YouTube channel is to teach young people about their makeup, because
The same way you learned from
Yes,
YouTube, you're using your YouTube. What is the name of the channel?
Bijou Beauty.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was having this idea. I used to teach many people, but they come to my place. They pay some money so that I can teach them. But I was thinking, for me, I learned from online, but at least I've just been to a school so that maybe I can hear English or any other language they will be saying. So why can't I just start a YouTube channel where I'll be teaching in Kinyarwanda every step about makeup? Maybe there's a girl out there who just want to learn, and they can learn in the same way I learned. So that's how
And
I
in a
started.
language that they understand.
Yes, exactly. Even
God
using
bless
the
you.
local materials that they know on the market here, and then I'll be like, I will be appreciate myself if I see so many young people going into this through my channel. And I've seen that. I've started my YouTube channel in 6 months now, but there are people who just texted me, "Look, I've been learning from your channel. I'm from Huye. I'm from in different district of Rwanda, and I can't come in Kigali, but I think I can share with you the works I'm doing. Then you can correct me." And I'll be like, "Wow."
That's good.
This is amazing, and
Yeah.
I thank God that I achieved one of the goals that I wanted. Yeah.
That's good. Do you have a rate card? How do you charge? Or the pricing, how does it happen? Is it per the amount of makeup you use, the time, or is it the person?
It depends on the makeup you want, because there's simple makeup, full glam, you know, a different type of
This
makeup.
is simple.
Yeah,
This
it's
is simple,
simple
yeah.
makeup is like 20K, 20,000 Rwandan francs, and for full glam,
How long does simple makeup take?
30 minutes.
Oh gosh, okay. Now you see why I don't do makeup, Bijou.
Yeah.
I'm a busybody. I don't think I have 30 minutes
know.
to sit.
I
The only makeup I do is actually lipstick. So I have my facial cream, then I will apply lipstick and powder. That's it.
Wow.
So that is the simple makeup.
In the
Then full glam.
but at the studio. When you come at my studio,
Oh, okay.
that's the price. But when
Okay.
I come to you,
The price is different.
Yeah, the price is different.
Definitely,
of course.
definitely.
And when it's a bride, the price is different.
It's also
because,
different, yeah.
Yes, the product that we use on a bride is not. It's a different product that we use in the usual ways.
Oh,
you know.
right.
For the bride, she needs really a full, like a matte full glam, so that she'll be looking good
For the whole day.
yeah, for the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And
product
when
is
you
for-
do the bride's makeup, you do it and go away. Eh?
Yeah,
You don't stay there to
yes.
keep helping her. So this makeup has to stay on the full day and not be removed when she's changing.
Yeah,
It should
yeah.
not come off.
But actually,
Wow.
you see, this they do the introduction in the morning and the religious wedding in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So for my brides, I used to go there to the venue, and I would do your makeup for the introduction.
For the traditional, yeah.
And after the introduction, I will stay until I wait for you until you get to the church. Then
Okay.
I do the retouch, and then after the retouch, I have to go. And the bride
done.
will be staying like that
The whole day.
Yes.
The lights will not affect them. They're not going to
No,
be sweating.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Do you have any other goals that you're pursuing? And where do you see yourself in the next few years? You you're speaking for yourself as Bijou, but also even as a society, do you think in the next few years there will be better appreciation of makeup artists and probably professionalization of it?
Yeah, yeah, it has started because people now knows about makeup. When they go somewhere, when they have an interview, they'll be saying, I can't go like this, you know. I have to put the makeup on my face, and I will be like, wow.
Good.
Everybody is just getting the makeup things in their heads, and I will appreciate that. And also I have so many goals that I want to achieve, of course. I would like, it's a big goal, but I know I can achieve it. It's
Share it with us. We'll start praying for you that you will achieve it.
I would like to have my brand name, makeup products.
Okay. Like I have a line of products in your name, Bijou,
Bijou
Beauty.
yes. And also,
I wonder what it takes for that to happen. Do you have to come up with new ingredients,
no, I think,
mix new makeup, or is it just about branding what already exists?
yeah, I think you go for the industrial people, and then you can talk to them to see what it takes for you to put your brand name on the products. But it's a big dream. It's a big dream.
And
Yeah.
it's a good dream as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing is that you'll find people to guide you. Yeah. And you can have probably makeup for our complexion.
Yes.
Because sometimes you go to look for powder and you find it's for people that are overly light-skinned. So you could also have a range that considers some of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. We wish you all the best with that. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let's have a look at your 6 Qs, Bijou. Glad to have you with us on The Real Talk on RTV. We're live on YouTube channel as well. Please share the link. Today we're learning about makeup, and you've had these simple makeup, mini glam, full matte. My goodness. Go to Bijou Beauty on her YouTube channel. She teaches us in Kenya, Rwanda. If you're an aspiring makeup artist, you've studied somewhere, you want to learn more, just like she did. She learned on YouTube. You can also use that to learn and become a good makeup artist. 6 questions. What is your favorite hobby, Bijou?
My favorite hobby is dancing.
Yes, the traditional dance.
Yes.
And do you still dance with the troupe?
Yeah,
What? I love
I
that.
still do.
Okay. And then what is the best thing about your job? What do you love most?
What I love most is when I do makeup for someone, and when they look themselves in the mirror, they will be like, wow, I'm looking gorgeous.
Like I did.
And I feel
I
in my
loved
heart
it.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I think I'm the best.
And you are. At that moment, for sure, you are.
Thank you.
And then what is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is salad. I like salad.
Gosh, just that.
Just
I would be
salad.
thinking sombe, rice, sweet potato,
Actually,
Irish
rice
potatoes.
and
Yes.
sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my favorite dish.
Okay. And salad for sure.
Yeah.
And then which person inspires you most?
The person inspires me most. I grew up in my troupe. There's this. She's the coach, and she's called Aline Kaigemera Sangwa. And I grew up seeing how she's very hardworking. I was like, wow, this person inspires me. I wish to be like her. And while she tells me every day, she'll be like, yeah, I know you can do it because you started when you was very young. I know you would do it. She used to encourage me, and I was like, wow, I think I can just look at you and do better, you know.
And she still inspires you until today.
Yeah.
We thank God for her. What is your favorite Rwandan song? There's a song that you can listen to and repeat.
Oh my God, there's so many.
It's not easy to pick one.
Yeah, it's not easy to pick one because
Yeah.
the Rwandan songs nowadays, they are very nice.
Yeah.
Even in the recently, they are well nice.
Give me your favorite three then. Three songs.
My favorite three. It's hard, but there's this song of Bruce Melody.
Which one? Abu
Iyo Photo.
Dhabi?
It's a new song, brand new song.
Okay.
Iyo Photo. Is it Iyo Photo?
I think it's your photo. It's your photo.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I think that's the song that I'm
Currently
liking.
listening to.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last but not least, what would you say to your younger self?
I would just say to my younger self that the path is not straight. You have to go down and up to reach to where you are right now. And also, I would just say that there's so much patience and a sacrifice that you made to reach out to the point that you want to be in life. So I would also say there's no far away that you can't reach. Yeah.
You can reach even the end of the world.
Yeah. That's what I can say.
Thank you so much.
You're
It has been a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you
And
so much.
anytime I need a makeup artist, I will look for you.
much
It will be,
also.
now there's always a first time, they say. So I will be looking for you. Thank you for making time. Bijou was our guest today, and I hope that her story has inspired you. I like the way she said there's no farthest place. As long as you are on that journey, that path that has got its ups and downs, it could be thorny, that path will lead you, and just keep going. There is no end. Just keep going. Thank you for having kept us company. We will see you again next week. God bless you.